Let's go back to basics and review a somewhat unusual grammar structure that trips up even fluent non-native speakers. I'm talking about the verb go plus the ing form, also called go plus the gerund. If you've been listening to native speakers, you've probably heard them say something like, I'm going running after work. I went shopping last night. Let's go dancing this weekend. Many people find this grammar structure tricky because it goes against what you learn when you study the verb go. Go should be followed by to, right? That's why I hear so many non-native speakers say go to shopping, even though it doesn't work in this case. So let's talk about how and why we use go plus the ing form. We'll also talk about how to stress it right so that you sound natural when talking about all these activities. First things first, we use go plus the ing to describe leisure activities that we do in our free time. A moment ago, I mentioned running, shopping, and dancing. In other words, we use go plus ing to talk about activities that we do for fun. You'll notice that many of these activities are outdoor sports or activities that can be pretty physical, although we can also use go plus ing with some indoor activities, as well as activities that involve collecting or hunting for things. For example, we use this structure with these activities: go running, go hiking, go camping, go kayaking, go skating. You can also use this grammar construction with multi-word activities, such as go horseback riding, go mountain climbing, go scuba diving. Like I said a moment ago, you can use it when talking about activities that involve hunting and collecting. Go shopping, go apartment hunting, go berry picking. Here's what you need to understand about using go plus ing. We're talking about the whole activity, the whole experience, not just the action described by the verb. Think about everything that's involved with going swimming. Wearing a swimsuit, putting on sunscreen, walking or driving to the pool or the beach, swimming laps or enjoying the waves, getting wet and then toweling off afterwards. When you say I'm going swimming, we get a mental picture of that entire activity, not just the action of swimming. Go plus ing gives us a mental image of the entire activity, start to finish. If I just wanted to talk about the action of swimming, then I would say that I swam 10 laps in the pool before work. I'm just talking about the action I did to achieve those 10 laps. Now let's talk about using the go plus ing grammar structure correctly. We can conjugate the verb go into any verb tense, but the ing form stays the same no matter what. Here are some examples in a number of different verb tenses. He goes running every day after work. They're going bowling this weekend. I've gone camping 5 times this summer. She's been going hiking a lot recently. My sister is going to go surfing in Peru next year. Sure, I'll go shopping with you. We went horseback riding during our last vacation. If I lived near a lake, I would go kayaking more often. We could go salsa dancing on Saturday. To say the go plus ing structure more naturally, you want to stress it right. In this case, think of go like any other auxiliary verb and treat it like a function word. You're going to stress the base form of the ing verb. Shopping, dancing, hiking. Remember, when we stress a syllable, we make it longer, louder, and higher in pitch with an extra clear vowel sound. When you have multi-word verbs, stress the right syllable of the first word. Salsa dancing, horseback riding, apartment hunting. You'll stress the rest of the content words normally. Let's go back to the examples and try stressing them correctly. He goes running every day after work. He goes running every day after work. He goes running every day after work. They're going bowling this weekend. They're going bowling this weekend. They're going bowling this weekend. I've gone camping 5 times this summer. I've gone camping 5 times this summer. I've gone camping 5 times this summer. She's been going hiking a lot recently. She's been going hiking a lot recently. She's been going hiking a lot recently. My sister is going to go surfing in Peru next year. My sister is going to go surfing in Peru next year. My sister is going to go surfing in Peru next year. Sure, I'll go shopping with you. Sure, I'll go shopping with you. Sure, I'll go shopping with you. We went horseback riding during our last vacation. We went horseback riding during our last vacation. We went horseback riding during our last vacation. If I lived near a lake, I would go kayaking more often. If I lived near a lake, I would go kayaking more often. If I lived near a lake, I would go kayaking more often. We could go salsa dancing on Saturday. We could go salsa dancing on Saturday. We could go salsa dancing on Saturday. Now that you better understand how to use go plus ing, here's a word of caution. When people first learn this grammar structure, they tend to overuse it with verbs that just don't fit. There are a lot of verbs we use it with, but not all. It's important to remember that we use go plus ing with verbs that are not followed with an object. If the verb needs an object, you can't use go plus ing. For example, it's not possible to say, I'm going playing cards this weekend. Yes, it's a fun leisure activity, but the word cards is the object of the verb play. It doesn't work. Instead, simply say, I'm playing cards this weekend. We also wouldn't say, I went studying English at the library yesterday. Besides the fact that studying probably isn't a leisure activity, it also takes an object. Instead, you'll say, I studied English at the library yesterday. We can't say, I'm going to go practicing piano. Just say, I'm going to practice piano. To review, here are some of the most common activities that we use with go plus ing. If you think of any others, please leave them in the comments. Listen for the stress in each example. Go running, go walking, go hiking, go trekking, go backpacking, go climbing, go mountain climbing, go snowshoeing, go skiing, go snowboarding, go ice skating, go rollerblading, go skating, go roller skating, go inline skating, go biking, go mountain biking, go bike riding, go surfing, go swimming, go sailing, go kayaking, go paddleboarding, go fishing, go scuba diving, go horseback riding, go bowling, go dancing, go salsa dancing, go swing dancing, go shopping, go hunting, go bargain hunting, go apartment hunting, go job hunting, go apple picking, go berry picking. If you can think of any others, please leave them in the comments. Now that we've looked at a long list of activities that we can use with the verb go plus ing, try using one in an example in the comments. Leave a comment and use go plus ing in a sentence. If you're still not sure if we can use go plus ing with a certain verb, leave a comment and let me know which verb you're wondering about. I'll let you know if it makes sense in this context. For more practice with other tricky grammar structures, check out my video on how to pronounce phrasal verbs in American English with the right stress and linking. Once again, I'm Kim from EnglishWithKim.com. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. Have a good one. Goodbye.